Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and the place to be, it's Deb C. That's me. Boom, Deb C. Hey guys, and welcome back again to my channel, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend, and I hope that you're extended. If you had Thursday and Friday off, I hope your extended 4-day weekend is all that you wanted it to be. Okay. Here in Western Pennsylvania, the temperatures have dipped. So I have changed over my closets from summer to winter and fall. So I'm wearing my comfy sweatshirts and hoodies and lounge pants and sweatpants, and I love it. Okay, so we're finally going to talk about this week's episode of Real Housewives of New York City. Yay, hooray, I'm so excited. So I just grabbed some water. Tell me in the comments, grab your favorite beverage. We're gonna talk, we're gonna recap, we're gonna rant a little bit. So some water in the comments, let me know what you're drinking. Okay, so we started off the episode with a continuation of the Central Park picnic. I thought it was adorable. I love the pigeons. I love the theme of everybody wear white. I thought it was nice. I liked it. But they're going to start playing a game. And as we know, party games always bring out the best in people. So this game was, hey, everybody bring up a rumor about you, and then you'll say whether it's true or not. Okay, so the first one to bite at this game was Jessel. So it was out there, I guess, that Jessel had married Pavitt for a green card. And that is absolutely correct. I guess they were going to get married, but they expedited it a little bit because I guess maybe her visa was getting ready to run out. So she did actually marry him for a green card. Maybe don't say that now out loud, Jessel, with who's coming into office. Maybe don't say that so loud. Okay, next was Rebecca. Rebecca didn't have a rumor, so they had brought up Scientology. She says, I've never heard, people ask me about the aliens, and I say, that's crazy. I've never heard of that. Listen. If she's never heard of the aliens, listen, I've never given money to Scientology. I've never even talked to anybody about it. I'm just fascinated by things like cults and religious groups that are odd or like kind of out there. So I've watched and read a lot about Scientology, and L. Ron Hubbard was a science fiction writer. And from what I understand, once you reach like a certain level, meaning once you give enough money, then they're like, hey, we're going to tell you about these aliens. Maybe she hasn't given enough money. I don't know. She says that it's basically like Judaism is her religion, but Scientology is like her spiritual outlet that gets her through things and helps things make sense. She says it's not, she said it's basically just taking courses and counseling. And then she says that you really shouldn't go and talk to bigots on a subject because then you're not going to really learn anything. I'm going to tell you, listen, that's exactly who I would want to go to. Like, I would go to somebody like Leah Remini or somebody that was in it and realized what it was and then got out of it, because they could tell you the truth of what it is, as opposed to going to someone who's still in it and is brainwashed and is only going to tell you these amazingly great things about it. Listening to her was just like, you don't know you're in a cult until you're out of the cult. Like, you can't see what's going on in it until you're safely on the other side and you can see, oh shit, that was a cult. So yeah. Sai's rumor was the fact that people were saying that she's a homewrecker, that she had actually broke up David's marriage, and that they were having an affair while he was still married, which is wrong. She said David and his wife had already been divorced, so that's false. Then Raquel brings up Raquel brings up what Bryn had told them at the what they discussed at the Museum of Sex, and that is that Aaron told her it was a prank. Aaron, on the other hand, says, no, I didn't say that. Aaron says that she told Bryn that Rebecca had slept with another man. But she knew that Bryn didn't believe that because Rebecca had been married to her husband for so long that she didn't buy it. And then she says that Aaron was in on it only because Bryn called her bluff and didn't believe it. Bryn then says that she told Aaron afterwards, like when her and Aaron went to get drinks, that, oh good, this is going to be like another prank, like with the cockroach, and this is what I'm going to do. And like when she said she had called out, like she knew somebody that knows Gavin, which is Rebecca's husband, and that she called around to people who know Gavin and know the couple, and yeah, they said, oh yeah, they're swingers and they like to dip and dap everywhere, and we can take this prank to the next level. And Aaron was like, yeah, she never said that. Aaron says that Bryn was not in on the prank because if she was, then Aaron would have told her from the very beginning, hey, listen, you're in on this prank with me and Raquel. She says that was never the case. Bryn had just figured it out. Raquel calls out Aaron because oh, this is so terrible, because Rebecca did not know that Bryn knew that this was a prank. So Raquel's like, well, this is terrible because now Raquel, because Raquel says now Rebecca is going in and can't trust and isn't going to trust Bryn. And I can understand where Raquel is coming from on this because, like I said, Rebecca now feels like she can't trust Bryn because Aaron didn't tell her that Bryn knew about it. But also, on a deeper level, I understand that why Raquel is upset with Aaron, because whenever Raquel and her husband were divorcing, there were all these false rumors out there and this false narrative that that Mel and Raquel were like having a thing and were cheating while she was married. And that Mel is what broke them up, which was false. So I can completely understand why Raquel is upset about this. Aaron, I just don't understand why Aaron got so upset with Raquel. I mean, I don't know. Is she upset that she was seeing that Aaron was like gaslighting everybody and someone called her out on it? But Aaron quickly Aaron quickly jumped into the victim mentality. And listen, it was a stupid prank. It should have never happened. It was insensitive, especially with the fact that we find out that Uba has fibroids. She might have to go in for this surgery that could very well affect the chance of her having a child with Oliver, which we find out she's like, they're very committed to having a child together and are so looking forward to it. So this was super insensitive. So Aaron and Jenna, they meet up for lunch. Their friendship has gotten much stronger and has gotten better since the Clueless party. She says that her dad is having some health issues, but he should be fine. And she also says that she's going to be having an interview with Glamour magazine because she is very good friends with the editor-in-chief, Samantha Berry. And they're going to be talking about, it's an interview, and they're going to be talking about, Erin's going to be talking about her story dealing with her getting an abortion when she was a freshman in college, I think. And she was in college, this had happened. She was on her own, she was alone, and she had the procedure done. She found a place, she went by herself. And then what was it? Oh, a year at the time, I thought that both of her parents didn't know. But as it turns out, she told her mom like a year after the fact. Her mom was very supportive. And her mom was like, listen, I too had an abortion. I wish I could have been there for you. So, but her mom knows, her dad does not know. So she's going to have to tell her dad before this interview comes out. And she's very nervous about how the public is going to react. Jenna then tells her story about how she too was in the same situation. However, it was when Jenna was just starting off at the start of her career. She did not have a lot of money and she did not have the means to take care of the child. So she had gone to Planned Parenthood. And listen, I'm going to say, I think it's great. I think it's good that she is telling her story, because there could be someone in that same situation and they're maybe afraid to tell their parents, afraid how they're going to react, and they're alone and they're scared. So her story just might make them feel like, hey, you're not alone. There are other people that have gone through this and you're not alone. And there's hundreds of thousands of women who have gone through the same thing, and we're here for you. So I talk about that. I give her kudos for sharing her story, because like I said, there could be someone in her situation that was in her situations, in that situation now, that could benefit from that. Okay, speaking of Uba, before Uba goes to Spring Fertility, just to check out what her options are with her age and the fibroid that they found. And they're not certain. The doctor isn't certain what's going to happen, because she wants to get more than just one opinion, just because of maybe where the fibroid is. So she wants to get a second opinion. But the way that it sounded, more and more, it sounded like maybe surgery could be a possibility. She had asked, are there things that I could do to remove the fibroid on its own, or to lessen it, like any exercises, any kind of medication. any food I could eat, anything like that. And she said that they said that there is one medication that could shrink the fibroids. However, it also has the possibility of acting like a contraceptive. So that would not be great, because she obviously, her and Oliver are obviously committed to living the rest of their lives together and having a child. And I'm gonna tell you, Oliver, I mean, they haven't shown him, which, okay, maybe he just doesn't want to be part of reality TV. I understand. That's his prerogative, but he seems to be a very supportive partner for Uba, and I like that. Okay, so Erin does go in and talks with Samantha Berry about her story, and like I said, she does say that my mom. I told my mom like a year after it happened. She supported me through it. She told me her experience, and that she is worried about how her father's going to react. Okay, so Jenna and Raquel meet up. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Jenna has a crush on Raquel, and I guess Jenna's significant other, Jenna's girlfriend, or fiance actually, Jenna's fiance had said, if you want a hall pass, Raquel can be your hall pass. And she had said, no, I'm not gonna use the hall pass. Well, she said something like, well, maybe, who knows, or something like that. I didn't like that because Raquel has Mel. I mean, I didn't like that. I wasn't a fan of that. Just like last year and even this year when Brynn like flirts endlessly with Jenna. I know it's supposed to be funny, but I just don't like that. If she's with somebody, which she is, and she's engaged to them, I think it's disrespectful. I just don't like it. I mean, no one else is gonna say that. I just don't like that. So over on the other side of town, Sai visits Uba. Aaron and so in the other side of town, Sai visits Uba. They're talking, and Uba says, "You're never gonna guess who called me." Aaron called me. She called me to let me know that she didn't appreciate that I singled her out. Which, as soon as she said that, I was like, "What are you talking about?" Uba didn't hardly even talk during this whole picnic. I mean, what they showed on TV, she hardly didn't even talk. Like, you hardly even knew she was there. But then they showed her talking, and Uba said something like, well, to Jenna, well, now you know what it's like to be to be gaslit. Now you're the one being gaslit. And Aaron didn't like that she had said that. Uba didn't say who, but she just said, well, now you're the one that's being gaslit. Sai says, they both agree. And Sai is like, well, now Jenna gets to feel how Jenna has made all of us feel. Like, she's gaslit all of us. And now she gets to find out what it's like. Back over with Jenna and Raquel. Raquel was confused as to why Aaron had gotten so mad at her at the picnic. And on the other side of town, Sai was too. Sai was like, I don't understand why Aaron went after Raquel like so quickly. But then Jenna and Raquel, we're also talking about like Bryn's role in this, and they've come to the conclusion that, listen, Bryn elaborates things. Bryn likes to embellish stories. So, you know, maybe watch out for Bryn too. Honestly, I would say watch out for both of them, because I don't know that I would trust either one of them. And lastly, Erin meets up with her dad, to talk about this glamour interview and tell him, her secret that she has, that she had not told him. He was, when they started this scene, I kind of thought, I don't know if he looks like he was coughing a lot, and I don't know, he looked like maybe he was having some health problems. And I was like, oh gosh, I hope he's okay. So she tells him everything that had happened, and she was very worried, but he was very supportive. And there was zero judgment on his part. He was very, very supportive. And he didn't know that her mother had an abortion. And he had said that he had gotten a woman pregnant, and she had a procedure as well. So he was like, listen, I would have, if I would have known, I would have been there for you. He was very supportive, and it put her mind at ease. And because she felt guilty this whole time not having told him. So she was so happy that she told him. And then we find out at the end of the episode that her father had passed, because she was talking about how great of a father he is, and then she says and he passed away like 4 months after filming that scene. He had passed away. So it was just such a I mean, it was great that she had gotten to tell him, but he had passed. So it was very sad. So listen, if you watched this episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. I'm hoping that the rest of the season gets better. And I hope that we leave this insensitive prank in the past, because it's garbage. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. As always, if nobody told you yet today, you're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world, so it comes right back to you. Please be aware of your surroundings, be smart, hydrate often with water, and if you're in a dangerous situation, please know that there's 4 things. Be mindful, be aware, be smart, and safe. Know that Dolly and I are always sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and positive energy and positive reinforcement so that you can make it through. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for who knows what. We'll see. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.